Hey guys, TV Woodsball here. Today I'm going to be going over a paintball vest in Woodsball and why I think you should be using one if you're out there in the woods. First off guys, it holds your gear. You don't have to be the one running back to the staging area to get more paintballs and whatnot, because then at that point you're considered out. You don't want to be out, you want to be in the game going strong. First off, it holds your pods, okay? Pods in a Woodsball game, you are going to go through paintballs. Some people don't go through as much as others. That's why I like these vests. You don't have to have all 8 of them. By the way, this one holds 4 in the front and 4 in the back. Right? So you don't have to have all 8 if you don't want to. You can take these 2 out and just have 2 and put them like that, okay? It also has spots for your 12-gram CO2 cartridge for the guys that run the pistols. It's a great paintball vest for that, okay? I got this vest about 4 years ago and I still love it to this day. I used to have just a belt style 6-pack. It had 3 on this side, 3 on this side for pods. I didn't really like it because as you're running it's down here at your hips, right? This way it's up here. And in the woods, you don't move as fast through the woods as you would on a speedball field, right? So it has the 12-gram CO2 cartridges on both sides. They can actually come off and you can put your team name here. And if you wanted to, you can put your name here, or you can just do vice versa. You can put your team name here and 12-gram CO2 cartridges there. It has a lot of pouches and whatnot. Also, another thing it has that I like is for guys that tend to run out of CO2 or HPA while they're out on the field because they forget to get them filled. This one has a CO2 tank holder or HPA tank holder. And it's perfect because then you have an extra tank with you when you're on the field. You can swap tanks on the field, put your empty one up there and go. Or if you have a remote line going from your bottom ASA to your back, it's perfect for that. I have used it like that, but it got to the point where I was getting it tangled up in trees and whatnot when I was crawling around. So is it worth it? That's your choice. Up here I tend to keep my barrel bag in there because all fields require to use these. Most people put them around a gun and pull the string tight. Okay, and that to me is not very good because then you got this barrel bag dingling around in the woods when you're running. Okay, especially this one, it's light green. These colors are not really in the woods, or they may be, but you know what I mean. If it's flying around like that when you're running, people are going to see that a lot easier. Okay. The other side, I keep my tools, okay? I keep some spare O-rings for my paintball tanks in there, along with my velocity adjustment and the standard size to take apart my BT4 Combat so I can field strip it if need be. Inside I have 2 large pockets, okay? This side I keep my squeegees. I have both a quick swab, which you can just shove in the end of your barrel when you're playing paintball and pull it back out. It's a quick swab. Takes some of the debris out, not all of it. And then I have my good squeegee, which you just pull through the barrel and it gets all the paint out. As well, I keep my gloves in there because I don't always have my gloves on, okay? I have my gloves on for some things, like if I'm going through a really thick brush, I'll put my gloves on, keep my hands from getting, completely scratched up. This side, I can actually hold 3 water bottles comfortably, okay? If you are out on the field and you get thirsty and whatnot, you don't have to go back and rest. You can actually take a drink of water, stay hydrated when you're on the field. Other than that, guys, the vest is actually really light itself. Most vests are really light. They're made out of mesh, as you can see there. It's all mesh. The outside just has a little bit of hard material around where your stuff is. It's great. I mean, the vest is only as heavy as the stuff you put in it. Another thing, it's really good for beginners because it adds some padding to them, okay? I know everybody says people are pussies and whatnot, but really, when you were beginning, you were afraid to get shot too, okay? So keep that in mind. For beginners, this is a really good setup, and as you go on, you're not afraid to get hit anymore. You just keep going. Another thing is this one here actually has a really nice feature. It's a shooter's pad here. Okay, there's a hard piece of round plastic in there, and you can actually line the stock up if you have a marker with a stock on it. Line it up with that, and it jams up in there, and it's a really good holding spot. Okay, you can hold it there for hours if you need be. Okay, it's really nice. It doesn't slip off your shoulder. It's a piece of pipe in there, really. Other than that, guys, that's really all I have to say, and I hope that I have convinced you to go out there and buy a vest for your needs. Alright guys, TV Woodsball.